Hey everybody, today I want to share with you my friend Mark's unique 1955 Chevy Gasser called King Rat. This car has a Big Block Chevy engine, tunnel ram intake with twin 950 Holly Carbs, a GForce 101A 4-speed transmission with a ram clutch, 9-inch Ford rear end with 430 gear ratio, and his fastest pass at the quarter-mile drag strip is of 9.49 seconds at 140 miles an hour. Mark has owned this car for the last 10 years, but what really makes this car unique and period correct is that it has actually been a race car since the 1960s out in Redding, California under the name of King Rat. The 55 Chevy was retired from racing in the 1990s out in California, and the story of how my friend purchased it goes like this. Mark lives in the Midwest, and a friend of his went out to California for a seminar to attend. After the seminar was over, just for fun, he went hunting for one of those pristine California vintage cars you always hear about. He ended up finding this 1955 Chevy and thought it was unique, so he purchased it. When he brought it home, he painted it flat black and still put the King Rat logo on the side of the car, and decided he wanted to use it as a driver kind of car. But truthfully, he was not really a fan of the Gasser style cars and ended up storing the car. My friend Mark found out about the car and convinced him to sell the car to him instead, seeing how he was into Gasser style cars but did not have one. When Mark first got the car, he lightly sanded off the flat black paint job to see what color green was originally underneath that paint, and he ended up getting the car repainted and new badging put on it. He said it came with a 427 Big Block engine and a Munci 4-speed transmission, and with that combination, it would safely run at 11.7 seconds in the quarter mile without hurting the Munci transmission. And obviously, after a while, he upgraded the engine, transmission, and rear end to handle the power it makes now to be in the 9-second range. And if you want to see this car and many more like it in action this summer, he will be racing it at the Out of Sight Vintage Drag event held at Great Lakes Dragaway in Union Grove, Wisconsin on June 28th and 29th, 2024. Here's a collection of video I've shot of the car in action at the quarter-mile drag strip. Enjoy.
That's going to be Greg Ziegler driving the 56 Chevy wagon. And thank you, Lord, my answers are being prayed for. My prayers being answered. We got a real announcer here. No more listening to me. All right, stick shift, my friends. Electronic stuff in there. That car has a history back into the mid-60s. It was raced at Formosa and Fremont, all the way over was a 1031 at 100. Driving the Pike Tree. 65. King Rat, that is the president of the Brew City Gassers in the left lane, Mark Davis. All right, so Chevrolet against Chevrolet. Both racers going state. California. Pre-stage and lit, courtesy stage. Everybody's in.
setting up a parade return lap, so get ready for that down the return road. There's stage
racing on the reserve road just north of the finish line grandstand, so we'll be ready for that. The Gassers coming down the reserve road heavy. That's right, they got a big procession they will be making. The president of the Brew City Gassers right here in the right lane, Mark Davis, driving the King Rat 55 Chevrolet Gasser. All right, racers pre-stage.
Thank you for watching. If you'd like to see another story of a vintage drag racing car, click one of the links now.